And now let's see who accepts it here.
Everybody. Crap. Free comic book days tomorrow, too.
Where?
I'm not worried about it because Mark's doing walk for the MS awareness walk.
No, never mind.
Any comic book store should be giving out free comics.
Their choice or your choice?
They get a bunch of free comics that they
Oh, promotional,
lay out.
huh?
Yeah, they're mostly a waste of, honestly.
Probably stuff that the comic book manufacturers haven't been
Well,
selling.
it's advertisement ones. They're just like short little comics with advertisements. in
Oh,
them.
okay. Twitch has accepted your stream.
Okay.
YouTube has accepted your stream. Facebook has accepted your stream.
Okay, so we're ready to go.
When you see it on the timer, you're ready to go, okay?
Yep. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mick's World. Now I sound too loud. So how are we gonna? Does that sound right?
To me, it does.
Okay. Welcome to Mick's World with my special guest Kelly doing tarot card readings. Again, as usual, you can call in or you can comment. If you want to call in, the number is 716-400-0738. Let's do this. So I can see. I got to turn off closed captioning and know that. Okay, so we should be good to go. Like I said before, the number is 716-400-0738. If you want a reading, you're more than welcome to get one. But please comment. You're more than welcome to get one. Comment or call in or just be doing tarot card readings. Richard, look at the feed, and does it look like my symbols all pixelated and blurry?
Where am I supposed to look?
The right hand corner. Where
Oh, that screen?
on your screen.
Looks beautiful.
Okay, then I'm blind. Either that or my eyes are messed up. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Oh my god, I hate this. Anybody want to get a tarot card reading? While I'm working on trying to send out the lovely shares. Hopefully we'll get a few people. So I'll ask you that dumb question. How was work today?
Don't start. This is
Don't ask.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell. Conversation, okay.
Let's just put it this way. A few people are going to probably get a good talking to by HR.
That's their problem, not mine.
Well, it doesn't help when they send an HR person that only is supposed to be driving shuttle to eavesdrop on a few things, too. Yeah.
Oh, I know who I forgot to add on this mess. On this share.
I already had Deadpool.
Well, besides Deadpool. Because we all know he's a troublemaker. I'm sure he'll chime in if he's awake.
And if he's back in New York.
Yeah. Or if he's even in his hotel room.
If he's working extra shift tomorrow.
Let's see. There we go.
Who'd you forget, babe?
I forgot to add Summer. Send her an invite because she usually likes things. My cousins, my friend Judy, Rachel, Dave, Tara. Did you send one to Shaylee?
Yeah. And Steve. Both Steves, junior and senior.
You didn't have to send one to Steve. He's too busy.
Haha. Hi, Steve.
So what's up, Steve?
And
Yeah.
speaking of that, babe, I start next week.
That's nice. See, I'm trying to catch up here.
I'm glad you're here.
But I'm here. Don't start with me. I was having fun. So you can't pick on me for having fun. By the way, it was a really great show. Just getting started.
Oh, crap.
What? Picking on me? Go ahead. But yeah, it was a really great show. Though the crowd seemed kind of flat. But what do I expect for new venue and mostly new people watching? But again, we're here for tarot card readings. If anybody wants a tarot card reading, the number is 716 400 0738. And did you happen to see the announcement? He's doing July 19th is St. Mary's again.
I already knew that about that Thursday.
Wah. We'll see how things go.
Don't make me come over there.
Read mine. You want a general reading or do you want a specific reading?
Or a combo of both.
I bet you I can give him a quick tarot card reading. He's going to fall down and go boom next Tuesday. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see what you got, kid. Lol. She's probably older than you, Steve.
By a few months.
Well, we all know that he's going to fall down and go boom, and then Junior's going to fall down and go boom several times Tuesday. Well, he's got to show the students. He's got to show the students what it's like to fall, or how to take a fall, or a bump, or whatever you want to call it.
Shoot, kiddo can probably do that too. Showing them how to do a good bump. Oh, and by the way, Steve, kiddo's still talking about that comment that you made Thursday.
I just want to know how he's feeling after falling off the stage. If he's a little sore. Yeah, right. If you could hit me hard enough, I might laugh at it.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Because I'll either get it from you or him, so I'm gonna shut up.
I got a bunch of extra NXTs also. Oh, this should be fun. There goes at least 20 minutes of the showtime.
Give or take, yeah.
That's not fair. And you didn't share? We're doing the Jeopardy theme here.
Okay, first up, there is so much to you than what you think. with this one,
Richard, we need to make the comments a little bit more smaller so they're not covering the card.
with this one, I'm seeing, Steve, that there's more to it than the bigger picture than what you're actually thinking it is. The situation I'm seeing is something that's dealing
Okay.
with a few things going on in your personal life right now, plus other things that are coming into your personal life.
Wait. He has a personal life?
I'll deal with that later. But there's bigger things that you're not seeing quite yet, that there's the bigger picture of. I'm seeing in like the sun and everything that's kind of exploding out, that there's things that you have to deal with on the inside of a few things, like try to clean house on a few things. I don't know if it's business wise or if it's home life or, like I said, business life, but there's a few things that has got to be kind of cleaned up a little bit and dealt with on a timely manner. And I'm seeing that there's something else going on that hasn't come to light yet. So when that does, kind of see where it's going to go and deal with it at the appropriate time. Following up with that is speak your truth with passion. So speaking your truth with the passion that you have will understand, well, people will understand it a little bit better. But I'm also seeing too, when you speak this the truth with the passion, some people may not like the answer that they get from you. And if they don't, tough shit. If they do, better for the both of you. But if someone comes off kind of arrogant with this answer that you give them, just kind of tone them down a little bit like you do sometimes. But other than that, just kind of let the truth speak for itself from you. Then people will understand it a little bit better, hopefully. If not, then like I said, it's on them. And I'm seeing that there's also a few other guides that are around you that I haven't spoke of or haven't really told you yet, but I may come do that Tuesday after training. But let those guides also help you speak in this truth, because they will get it across a little bit better for you. And next up is the light the light in you can lead the way. So this light and passion about the truth, you have it in you to shine the way. And you're passionate about a lot of things, and I know wrestling is one of them. But let this light shine in through you, because it's going to show to a lot more people that haven't seen this light yet and everything. And it ties into going back to the first two cards too, because they both had light in it, and all three cards are showing the light is expanding outwards. So let that truth and the passion show in this light and pushing it forward, whether it's personal or business wise. But speaking this and seeing this light, you will dig a little deeper into what you have to go into to make everything flow correctly, the way that it's supposed to go, instead of haphazard sometimes. But I'm also seeing too in this one that there's a guide and light watching over you during this time too. And next up is trust in the wise spirits, and your prayer will be answered. So whatever situation or thing that's going on right now, your spirit guides and the higher are actually keeping an eye on you, and the timing will be perfect for when things happen for a reason type deal. And the universe knows when things are going to happen for a reason. And I'm also seeing that there is a certain time frame that's going to come up for you in a relationship wise that is going to be, I'm seeing, for the best. So whatever question that you may have in your head for something, or whatever the situation is, it may come to light soon for you, hopefully, and it will come about when the time is right, and you will be shown that hopefully in the next month and a half, maybe 2, if that. But just keep your eyes on it, and it will go smoothly for you. Next up is pumpkin. Uncaging the spirit within thou. So with this, I'm seeing you do have a lot of spirit in you. You have a certain spirit. If you have I want to say it's not good or bad. It's like an indifferent spirit where it can go back and forth. That will be brought out if needed. I've seen it come out a little bit on Sunday during your match. So I would say tune into it a little bit more and understand it and see how things go, because that spirit that's with you will show itself a little bit more when you put your passion into more things. So start working with that a little bit, and if you need to expand on it a little bit more and touch base with it, I'll open you up to that side a little bit better to channel with that spirit that I've seen in you, and it will help you grow, especially in the last 3 cards. It will help you speak and open up things more to where you see the path a little bit clearer from those 3. But I'm also seeing too in grief that there is a mere glimpse of nothingness hidden deep and away in chambers that you are hiding. So whatever type of chambers that you're hiding something in.
Elimination chamber.
Yeah. True. Kind of open that up to see if that will empower that spirit to do more and to push your boundaries a little bit better too, because that way it opens up more for you, whether it's in personal or business wise. Start understanding it too, because some grief could mask itself to where you're grieving about someone that passed in your life that you still haven't gotten over, or it could be grief that you lost, say, personal or professional wise too, that you need to expand on, or that part of said thing is put to rest for a reason. But understand it, how you grow. And with the tree, to me it looks like a tree branch going up. It's that spirit of that part going up. So understand it, or it's coming down to where it's going to help you grow in the next season. Now, the next 3 I'm going to, bless you. The next 3 I'm going to give to Mick as all in one. It's sunbathing, where the dance of stillness is calling for you to live in its embrace. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's like pennies or something like that. It's time to reap your rewards. Settle in for a ride. And the Cancer is calling back from all your space. So all 3 of these are going to be shown at once because they tie in together.
This should be fun.
Yeah. As if it can all be fit into one.
I'll make it fit.
Okay. That's what she said. There you go. Just put one on top. There we go. Yeah, you can overlap them. It doesn't matter. But with these three, I'm seeing something tied in together with these three cards. That's why three of them came out. I'm seeing that there's timing is going to align, and things are going to kind of move smoothly more during like the spring summertime when it's kind of kicking in the summer. It's going to kind of run a little bit smoothly to where some stuff is going to move more to the beat of the drum that you set, and it's going to be more, okay, this is going to be done, this is going to be done. And it's actually going to be like, oh, okay, this is supposed to be this time, and it's going to be smoother to kind of overcorrect some of the stuff that was mentioned before about timing in your personal or business life to where truth comes out more. But in these three that I'm also seeing too is that you're going to be trying to understand your family a little bit better, the dynamics of how things are going to go between, like, say you and she, or say you and your son, or you and your daughters and grandkids. But also understand too, some of the business aspects too from your businesses are going to kind of want to take away from your family time or your personal life. But understand time management is also going to help out. And when you speak the truth and you show your spirit, everything's going to align, especially like how the moon is with the person laying there. It's going to understand where you're going to be helping people too and doing an outreach somehow of things that are going to go on.
I gotta figure out a better system for that one next time. So, do we have anybody else that wants a reading? Again, the number is 716-400-0738.
Anytime, Steve.
So we did a reading. Come on, anybody else want readings? We've got 38 minutes to fill. Come on. Again, the number is 716-400-0738. Gotta check my Finchy. Hold on a minute. So, what do we got going? I sent out invites, and the only one we got is Steve. But you know, he's always the one that jumps on. We got him and Deadpool usually,
Yeah.
but Deadpool hasn't came on. I sent invites out to other people, so we'll see.
Same here.
Seems like our normal crew is hiding on us today.
I know, right?
It's always seems like they're hiding on us. So, what do we got going on? Let's see. May 10th is the UPW show.
I'll be there.
Free comic book day is tomorrow. Your local comic book store will be giving away free comics. Then there's May 4th. There's a fundraiser for Fantastic Friends. It is Star Wars themed. And then, I'm trying to think. May 9th, I'm going to have Western New York Heroes, a representative from Western New York Heroes on here. I should message Mark one day and ask him if he wants to come back on. No, I gotta give him a chance.
Yeah, that's true.
The heck? We froze up.
There we go.
Rich is trying to give us a few seconds to cool down, so he gave us a break.
Well,
Speaking of getting warm, it's like 80 degrees in here.
Well, I'm sitting next to a cutie.
You want the door open?
No, it just was. I'll survive through. Okay, guys. Again, I'm gonna put it out there one more time. Does anybody want a tarot card reading? Again, the number is 716-400-0738. And from what I was listening to on the radio, it is going to be interesting. We have a Bandits game tonight, I figure. There was a couple accidents on the 190 that I know of, but those are clear. So let's see who we got. Anybody going once, going twice?
I just resent it out to a few people. One didn't get it.
One didn't get it.
Yeah. I gotta help her out tomorrow with the dog. Well, her dog.
Oh,
Suppose, yeah, there's a different situation. I'll tell you later.
yeah. Who else for radio? Let's see. Do. Oh, I gotta share this again. See if I can bump it up a little bit. Let's resend it to some people. Let's see what we got. Bang. I know Paul is either working or not paying attention like usual. I know Ange is watching from the show. We'll send it to him. Dun. And we'll send. See who else we get. So, do we have anybody that wants a tarot card reading? Again, the number is 716-400-0738. We'll see if we can get somebody. If we don't get anybody by 25 minutes till, we'll kill the show and move on. So, like I said, I was going through. We got the Father's Day show coming up in Batavia Downs for Nickel City Wrestling with Kid Cash. And I know one match that has been signed or is in the process of being signed is Shadowcat versus Kodiak.
Oh, shit.
The war to end all wars.
Sorry, Kodiak. I'm rooting for Steve.
And I already get this feeling that there's going to be a rematch between Junior and Milliman.
That's going to yeah, no doubt about that. I'll even help Junior if needed. Sorry, Millie.
But they're moving up to, we've got the May 10th show, so we'll see how the rivalry goes.
Yeah. Then I gotta take Kettle's going to that one with me. Oh, Steve, if you're still on, how come we don't see 787 that much anymore?
Wolfie was in the Battle Royal.
Yeah, besides Wolfie. I'm looking for like G7 and the other one. I can never pronounce his name. With Zaffy. His wife.
Oh my god.
Well, April likes Zaffy.
They were probably booked someplace else.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, the number is 716-400-0738. If anybody would like a tarot card reading, please message, call. Things are slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect? The good weather's coming out, so everybody's probably out enjoying the weather.
Yeah, that's true.
We're at the Bandits game.
Yeah, because don't you know that they're going for the next one? Hi, Lori. I haven't seen you on in a while.
So, again, if you want a tarot card reading, message or call 716-400-0738. Yeah. Excuse me. Do we have anybody that wants tarot card readings?
I know, Lori, it's been.
It's up to you. If you want to call it or give it time.
Give it time. I'm in no rush to really get home. And you know why.
Mm-hmm. I got to ask you something about that later.
I'm confused.
So who do we got that wants a tarot card reading? Going once, going twice. Do you want to do a reading for me?
I'll be more than happy to. Personalized question or generalized? Well, Lori, you just ask. You if you want to personalize, you ask a certain question, or if it's like too personalized, just like, hey, I want a general, then I'll do a general, or whatever the spirit moves you. I can do generalized or specific question.
And we don't do am I going to win the lottery?
I wish I could do that. I don't want to say my secret, though, if I could do that. Besides, I really haven't tried anyway, so I should try.
She still hasn't answered the question.
She will. Personal? Okay. Is it like a personalized question that you have, or if just a general personal one? Okay.
I'm not even going to... I was going to come up with the smart comment, but that doesn't sound like it's going to be worth it. Is your son in the military or just medical needs? Because if it's military, then there's the question of the year.
Just in life. Okay.
You know, there was one day it was funny because I was thinking about something for a D&D game.
I would love to do one again.
Yeah, but my thought pattern was they run into a tarot card reader and they each get one card that says something and it's just random.
I go
So
along with that.
nobody knows what their card would be.
I definitely go along with that.
You know what was kind of funny? Think about what I just said. The tarot card reader gives them each a random card.
And I wouldn't even know what it is.
Yeah, but no, seriously, think about it. And say for example, you're a character and she hands you the death card.
Yeah, that would be actually kind of funny in a way.
But then people also have to understand that the death card has
Different
more
meanings.
than one meaning, not meeting.
Okay, Lori. The first part that came up is stag spirit, which is leadership.
Means he's going to lead a company.
Hopefully.
Be rich and famous and keep buy you a nice house.
That too, it could mean that too. I'm seeing with this, Lori, that your son could be in a position for a leadership position, where he's going to probably end up getting a better life for him set up, to where he is going to be okay for the most part and better. But I'm also seeing a leadership in, say, family life. If he's got married and has kids, maybe that leadership part will come back and be more natural for him. I don't know which side is going to be calling out for him mostly, but I'm seeing the leadership is going to be getting better for him, and people are going to understand that he has the authority to say yes or no in certain situations that he's dealing with, whether it's personal or if it's job related or a combination of both. But he's got that hard head sometimes that may knock him off that leadership position, whether it's family wise or job wise. But he's got a good head on his shoulders where he holds up that position better than, say, most people. And I'm seeing that he is a guide and light in a family situation to where he can rule it okay and be set. But also, too, personal-wise, if he is married, I don't know the situation with that, if he's married or not. But he is going to be a good provider either way. So just keep talking to him, keep reminding him he's going to be okay, and his guys are near him. And with that is a secret spring, which is success. So with success, it's leadership, and with leadership, it's usually success, depending on which way you go. If it's going to be bad leadership that comes bad with bad success, or good leadership that comes with good success. But I'm seeing good success in here, and I'm seeing that his guides are with him, guiding through the rivers and through life. So he's in good hands with his spirit guides, and the success will come eventually, but he's got to have patience, because I'm mostly seeing patience in this card for him. Not everything's going to get handed to him overnight, or he's going to expect it overnight. It's going to take time, but he will be okay when the success hits for him. And he's got to understand, like, okay, with success, it comes more leadership or whatever the case may be. But he's got to be patient during this time because I can sense he's not the patient type sometimes. But this time he's got to be patient in order for the success to come forward for him. And he's got to wait in due time. And with that being said, the crystal cave, which is trust, he's got to understand and trust the process. Trust in that things will align. Trust in that things will come in due time. And like the last card, I said that he's got to trust the process. Leadership, success, success, leadership. And then trust in the process in the long run will help him and guide him better and to understand things a little bit like, okay, life is not going to always hand me a cookie. I got to work for it type deal. So trust in the process and trust in the things that he's getting lined up to do, whether it's family-wise, job-wise, or a combination of both, or something else that's going to happen. He's got to trust that all things will align for him and trust that there's going to be some people that are going to help him, some people that may not help him. So he's got to differentiate who's going to be the helpers or the backstabbers. And he's got to push the backstabbers away. So he's got to understand, trust in that life will not always hand you apples. They're going to hand him lemons. But make sure he understands that life is not an easy walk. So just kind of remind him that, and you're one of his guys. You're his mom. No matter how old our kids get, whether adult kids like I am or my dad or my teenage kid that's in the car, that she's going to always be my baby girl. Sorry, kid, if you're watching, but it's going to always come about. And funny card next up is success isn't what you have. It is what you do with it, with what you have. So those two cards kind of tie in together. So success, well, it kind of ties in with the last success card. Success is what you make of it or what you do with it. You can either turn that success into a hardship or a good ship. It's a matter of time and how you work with it or how you don't work with it. So it also ties in with the trust and the leadership. Trust the process, understand it. Success isn't fast coming sometimes unless you know what you're really, really, really doing, and then like, success comes like that. But he's got to understand that success takes time. And I'm seeing that he's always in motion for some reason. The motion that he's in is kind of hindering him at times. But he's also seeing to the point where he may not always understand it at times, why he's in motion at those times or how fast he's going. And sometimes with the success, you got to slow down, because if you go too fast in motion, well, most kids are not patient, but with him being in motion all the time, he is hard-headed and cannot slow down. But he's got to remember that being patient will help with the success. And he's got to understand that there is times where it's not going to always come to him. He's got to work for it. So he's got to slow down and be better in motion for it and actually be prepared to do what is next. And next up is one spirit guide, one way. Right now I'm seeing he's got a one-hit wonder. He's got one thing on the mind and he's going for it. he's not always the most understanding person I can see. So that's why this card showed up, that he's got a one-track mind sometimes and he sticks with it and he doesn't want to listen to anyone. But there is one specific spirit guide that's by him that is trying to be the top dog. And this spirit guide is wanting to talk to him and wanting to communicate with him. He's got to slow in motion to understand it. And there's two last cards that are tied together, which is bad, which is invoke thy power and feel not the hidden. And when there's elders, which is birth from seed within the belly of the moon. These two are kind of tied together. That the bat and the other one, the elders, is tied together in a way because these two are trying to tell him that he definitely does need to slow down and listen to his elders and to listen within the darkness of himself sometimes, because the darkness can turn to good. So he needs to understand those powers within him in order to succeed and to lead him into the success that he wants. Like I said before, whether it's personal or job-wise or a combination of both. But he needs to listen to the elders and his spirits to really understand it in the darkness that's inside of him. That some darkness isn't always good, so he's going to push that good darkness away and let the good darkness go through. So he's got to really pump it up a little bit more.
Do we have anybody else that wants a tarot card reading? Again, the number is 716-400-0738. Give it a few seconds. Give it a few minutes.
Thanks, Lori. I'm glad I can shine some light on it for you, sweetie. You're welcome.
So, guys, we're gonna wrap this up by saying that I will have Kelly back in either in a couple weeks or next month, because depending on what's going on with our schedules, we'll have everything all set. But again, be safe, be strong. See ya.